Sean Clancy from Humminbird Australia. And now I'm going to take you through AutoChart Live, which is an amazing auto charting software that'll build you maps on the fly while you're driving. Quite often what we find is even if we have a mapping card in our units, in a lot of areas there's very little detail, and that's where AutoChart Live comes into it. Now we can actually build our own maps on the fly while we're driving. So to activate AutoChart Live, we just push the menu button when we're in our GPS page. We can go cursor up till we find AutoChart Live, go across and start recording, turn that on, and now we're recording. So what you can see here is some previous charting that the boat's done, and we can see different contour lines. We're also using different colours to highlight different depth areas, and we can actually tune and refine that for the depth that we're currently looking. If we go into that AutoChart Live menu and we go down to options, we can adjust our min-max range. At the moment our minimum range is at 0 and our max range is at 30. Most of the water in this area is more like 20, so if we bring that into say low 20s and then we bring our minimum up a little bit, we'll start to get some better colouring options with the unit. We can also change different colours, so if we want different colours for our colour palettes, we can adjust that. Different colours might suit you. But essentially this one we're using blue as our deeper water and red as our shallowest water. You can see we've got contours, it's building full contours around this pinnacle, and we've also got depth marker highlights on our screen. One of the other great things we can do with AutoChart Live is in the main menu system. If we go across to Humminbird chart, we can go ahead and turn depth highlight on and select a certain depth that you want to highlight as a potential fishing spot or a depth of interest. So if we set depth highlight, in this case let's set it at 9 metres. It's also asking us what sort of depth either side of 9 metres do we want to be highlighting as well. So I'm going to bring that into 0.75. So now we can see the green area is that exact depth. So if you've identified that fish are in a certain depth, or if you're trolling lures that are say 10-foot lures, you can set your depth highlight to suit the type of fishing you're doing, or you can set the depth highlight to where the fish are located at the moment. If they're holding up in 10 metres, set your depth highlight to 10 metres and it'll highlight that particular depth. You'll see if we go in and adjust that a little bit further, you can see it's just moved the depth highlight out to an outer ring. We can see we've got an outer ring here, and we've also got a little pinnacle of that exact depth over to the side as well. One of the other new features with AutoChart Live is bottom hardness and vegetation information. So if we go into our AutoChart Live menu, we can go ahead and go to our bottom layer, make that visible. At the moment we've got bottom hardness activated, so if we go in there we can change it to vegetation or bottom hardness. We can then go into some hardness options, so we can tune it to suit the conditions we're doing. So this is just offsetting the hardness, and we can see here we're identifying this area as the hard area in this particular zone at the moment. We can go and change our gain offsets, our hardness colours to suit what you want to do. We can also go in and change that to vegetation. So if you're more looking for weedy areas and things like that, we can change to vegetation, and now you can see the vegetation's highlighted. We can also go in and tune that vegetation to suit the conditions. If you've got light vegetation, you'd want to change your gain and things like that, your vegetation gain to suit that area. So that's just another couple of features of the new AutoChart Live. As you can see, there's some great new innovations with AutoChart Live. Vegetation, bottom hardness mode, depth, contour, and highlight information. And the best thing is it's your information. So you go out and do the hard work, you can see it live while you're fishing that day, and it's your information to share with your mates if you want to, or keep for yourself. For more information on AutoChart Live and all your Humminbird products, talk to your TM or 1300 BLA sales.